the kindness of strangers. Maybe relying on the kindness of strangers is a very naive thought, but as Tom Cruise said,
But I swear, your life will always matter more to me than my own.
You don't even know me.
What difference does that make?
now I have to be totally honest with you guys. I have not watched the Willy Wonka movies, not the Johnny Depp version, nor the Gene Wilder classic. I know, it's kind of a cardinal sin when you skip such a classic and go blind into a movie like Wonka. Yet, I went to watch this movie because I heard it's a joyous time at the cinemas, and of course, it has one of the greatest actors working today, Timothee Chalamet. With that movie for me is easily the biggest surprise of the year. Wonka is not just a delightful movie. Yes, you might have heard that it's a very sweet and joyous movie, but this is so much more. This is a technically perfect movie. Now, I'm not saying the movie is perfect, but the technical aspects like production design and cinematography are absolutely breathtaking. This movie was made at a budget of around $125 million, but this is one of those movies that does justice to such a high budget. It has an amazing pace to it, it grabs you, hooks you, and charms you. You care for the smallest of things. If you ask me to tell the movie's premise, the stakes feel small, but it is anything but. Even though this movie is very light on the heavy stuff, it does deal with many mature concepts. There are characters in the movie that have tragic beginnings. Bet that this movie is going to make a lot of money and is going to have very long legs at the box office. And very little when I went into this movie. And I want it to be the same for anyone who is watching this video. Timothée Chalamet proves that he is on his way to becoming the greatest actor of all time, and that is not an overstatement. With Wonka, Timothée Chalamet shows that he can do anything. He can play the vulnerable boy longing for love, the arrogant prince charming, the most important person in the universe, a literal man-eater. Yes, a man-eater. The guy can do literally anything. Now, I'm not usually the biggest fan of musicals. Usually the songs just break the movie for me, but in Wonka it works perfectly. Mostly because the songs are so joyous and the cinematography is so amazing and also so grand. I was so surprised by how many times I got goosebumps in the movie. Usually, you feel that thrill when you watch an amazing action movie, but this movie has some sequences that made me feel like I was on top of the world. The soundtrack is truly incredible. Paul King puts his love in every frame of this movie. We associate certain directors with a certain style. Tarantino has his, Scorsese has his, Nolan has his, and Paul King has his. I'm not trying to suggest that he belongs in that category, but with his Paddington movies and now Wonka, Paul King has huge potential. Usually, pulling off comedic musicals is so difficult, and Paul King is a master at that. Regarding what I did not like about the movie, I would say that it might be around 15 minutes too long. The second half could have been a bit more tighter. Some of the story points do drag, but let me make it super clear. These are minor nitpicks in what is otherwise a cinematic marvel. This movie is not for you if you take everything seriously. If you can't handle fart jokes and stuff like fat shaming. Hey, even I'm a little bit chubby, but let's have a little laugh, even if it is at my expense. This movie is pure joy, and if you just lean into it and the silliness of it, you will get the brilliance behind it.
Even the
Wonka is another big win for director Paul King. He proves that he's one of the best when it comes to delivering joyous, family-friendly entertainers, and we need movies like Wonka for the times we live in, for the theaters, and most importantly, for us. If you like this video, please do subscribe, and many thanks for watching.